Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Red, yellow, green jack, going red,
to throw again on 2nd down. Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
going red, blue, yellow, blue, black.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Black shot. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
White.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Black, red, yellow, blue. Ready?
Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
That's good. For a Miami Dolphins.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Trail green.
At the Packers' 14-yard
Yellow,
line.
go.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop it.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Field, black. Hey, red.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Trouble, 38.
From midfield, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
6, 7. Hey, Blue.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw complete. That's Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An inside give to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half. And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far. Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And some room to look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 50 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Tua now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good. For the Miami Dolphins.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's on the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
17.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Dolphins have got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Tua to try again on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Packers 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready,
The
set.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Black Ultra. Set.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Check smash. Claws red. Cut, cut.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Fuse, yellow. Check fuse.
Brings up 4th down.
Blue, black. Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
43 rail. 42. Black shot. Yellow, blue. Ready?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Right, right. Smash, red. Trail green. Yellow, go. Ready?
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man, here is Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe... And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
There's a reason it's on linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Heel, black. White, blue. Hold pink.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
52 blaster. Ready.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the scores Dolphins 45, Packers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On the ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Red, Viper. Blaster, stick. Hey, no fury.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, red.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Okay,
They'll
right.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, blue.
Two and a throw again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.